Okay, good day folks and welcome to the VailBrains tutorial series. In this tutorial we're going to be creating a beautiful login form or sign in and a sign up form, and we are going to be using HTML and that of CSS in creating our login form. So at the end of this tutorial we expect firstly our login form to be this way, which is the sign in form. At the end of this tutorial we expect this, and we also expect our sign up form to be this way. As you can see, first name, last name, username, password, and we have a link here. As the user click, it will redirect him to the login form, and as you can see the link here also, as the user click, it will redirect him to that of the sign up form. Sorry. Okay, so let's get to work. So firstly we're gonna do a little change here. We're gonna change the background color of this our navbar. I think we did the navbar in the other tutorial, so we're gonna change the background color. Firstly we're gonna give it so let's go to the source code, and okay, we have a saddle brown here, so instead of a saddle brown we're gonna give it another color. We're gonna give it so red, green, blue. It's just a collection of these three colors: red, green, and blue. So we're gonna give it for the red full, the green we're gonna give it 27, and for the blue we're gonna give it 49. I'm gonna give it 49. So as you can see, we have it. So next thing we're gonna let's get to the form aspect before changing the background. So we have a two-line break to give a space. So first we're gonna create a div, and within this div we're gonna give it a class called form. With sorry so within this form we're gonna create within this div we're gonna create a form, and a label. We want to display a text which gonna be for the username, and username and the input field is the text field. It's gonna be text. This name is very crucial in PHP, and the ID too is crucial in both CSS and that of JavaScript. So we're not going to tamper with it for now. So we're going to give a placeholder, sorry, PLAC, a placeholder, enter username. So I'm just going to copy. But before I'm going to, okay, let me just copy it from here. I'll copy this from here. One of the sweetest thing in computing, copy and pasting, but you need to be careful, understand why you're copying and pasting. So instead of username here, I'm going to say password, and what's going to come here is password. Okay, password is going to come here, so we're going to leave this too. Okay, and we're going to give it a placeholder of enter password, and we want the characters that are going to be typed in, we want it encoded. We don't want a text. So as you can see here, let's open the live server. As you can see here, this is the username. Okay, we have text. It shouldn't be this way. We want to encode it. So in doing that, the type we're gonna give it password. Okay. So right now we have a password text field. All right. So don't worry, we're gonna structure everything. We're gonna structure everything. So that's for the password. That's for the password field. So we break, and after the user have entered their credentials, then we need a submit button. So the input type gonna be submit because that's what we want them to do. Submit, and the value gonna be submit. So as you can see, we have a beautiful. It's not yet beautiful. Okay, so let's get to the CSS. So we're done with our form. So we get to the CSS aspect of it. Okay, so far so good. We're done. Okay, so we come here. Uh, we come here and say, firstly, we need to call the class. We need to call the class. So we give it a class name of form, as you can see here, form. So we want to call the form class. So in order to edit, or in order to style, so we're gonna give it a padding of 50 pixel. 50 pixel. If, if you don't understand padding, check my other tutorial. We're gonna give it a width of 400 pixel. We also gonna give it a background color collection of red, green, and blue. We're gonna give it 2 for the red, 11 for the blue, and okay, 20. Let's give 20. Let's give 20. 20. Okay, 20. Okay, so we have 20. So next here we're gonna give it a height of 400 pixel. 400 pixel, and we're gonna give a margin top. Gonna give for space at the top of 200 pixel, and we're gonna give a margin left. We want space at the left, a margin left of 500 pixel. Let's give it 500 pixel, and a border. So a border. So let's give it growth. Okay. So that's for the form. So let's look at what we have here. As you can see, all right, let's get our hands dirty more. The next thing for the input field, the input field we want to the input field, yeah, so we say form input, and we're gonna give it a type of text. So the text field the user gonna put in their username is what we are now editing. It's what we are styling, and also the password field. So that form, and we give it a type password. So that's it. So first we're gonna give it a width of 100% because we want it to stretch at the with 100%. What's this? 100%. Oh, let's see it. So as you can see, it's stretched across the div. Next thing we want to give it font size. So we're going to give it a font size 1 pm, and we want to give it a margin of, we give it a margin, not margin left, just margin, so 1 em0, and we want to give it to outline, we set it to none, and we're going to give it a color, the text view color, yeah, the both views, be it the text and that of the seashell. No, let's give it a hexadecimal color representation. So we could, no, let's give it seashell. Okay, seashell. And next, we want a border of none. A border none. And a border of none, a border none, and we want to give a letter spacing 1 pixel. That's for the letter spacing. And we want to align our text in the middle, center. So as you can see, as you can see, as you can see, so we have a width here of 100% and 0 point. Okay, if you look here, our text view is very small. It's very small, so we have to kind of like, yeah, the width. So we can say width, we give it a padding, we give it a padding of 0.8, 0.8 em, 0.8 em. So that's as you can see. Okay, so that's for the text view and that of the password view. So next we want to our submit button. So we say form, sorry. So we say form input, and we give it a type submit, because that's the return, that's the type, the font type, not the font type, but the type of our submit button. It's a submit button. So the first thing here, we want to outline it to none. We want to outline it to none, and we want to give it a width. We want to give it a width of 100%, meaning we want to stretch across the div. So 100%, and I want to give it a padding. Want to give it a padding of 0.8 em and 0. So 0.8 em and 0. No, that shouldn't be in a command. And next thing, yeah, we want to align our text to the center. We want to align our text to the center, and in aligning, we want to give it a font size. The font size is this, the submit. We want to give it a size, this text on the submit button. So we want to give it a font size, of we could give it okay, we give it 1.2 em, and we can also give it a margin or space at the top, so a margin top of 1, And next we could next we're gonna give it a color of white, our text color. So we're gonna give it a hexadecimal representation, which is hash f f f f f f. Okay. So next thing, the cursor, we want a pointer. We want a pointer and a background color of okay, red, green, blue, the collection of these colors. And for the red, we're gonna give it 21. We're gonna give it a value of 21. For the green, we're gonna give it a value of 56. And for the blue, we're gonna give it a value of 87. So let's look at it. As you can see, okay. So next thing, we want to give it a box shadow. A box shadow. We want to firstly we're gonna give it 3 values. So 0 pixel. That's the first. We're gonna give it 2 pixel, and we're also gonna give it 1 pixel. And a collection of this color, red, green, and blue, which we're gonna give it let's give it 20. Yes, let's give it 20 or 28. We're gonna give it 28, and we're gonna also give it 28. And for the blue, we're gonna give it 29. Okay, so as you can see, so the collection of these colors, as you can see. Next thing, we want to give it a font weight. We want to give it a font weight of 600 pixel. 600 pixel. 600, no, let's give it 600%. 600%. As you can see, that's it. So that's it. And we also want to, as the user hover on the submit button, it should have another color. So we come here and say dot form. No, let's just copy that notation. So we're gonna copy dot form and say okay dot form. Close it. Close our declaration, and we say so for the hover, we're gonna give it a background. We're gonna give it a background color. So for this hover, we're gonna give it a background color of I think royal blue. So as you can see, it's a user hover. And next thing, we want to change the color of. We want to change the color. We want to change instead of giving this color, we want to change our color to which color can we give this? Okay. Okay, let's see my hover. So okay, let's see this. Okay. Let's make it darker a bit. Okay, very good. So that's it. So next thing, this label, we want it to stand out. We want them to stand out. So we can now come to, so we can say label. So we say label, and we can give it a font size of, we can give it a font size of, I give it like 30 pixel. View 30 pixel. Okay, not bad. And next, we can also give it a color. Let's give it a color of white. So we use the hexadecimal representation, and we have a white. And next thing we can also do, let's look at it. I think it's okay. It's okay. Username, password. It's okay. Okay. So one more thing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put in the uh, okay. We're gonna put a, so we say p. So we say don't have an account. Yes, you don't have an account. We say sign sign up. So don't have an account, sign up. So for this, we're gonna do an inline style. So we can say style, and I give a color of white. And next thing we can also say we align it in the middle. Don't have an account, sign up, as you can see. So for this, sign up is a link. So as the user, just gonna copy this, Control X, paste it here, and just pull out S. Sign up, as you can see. So as you can see. So what we can, next thing, so let's edit this link. So we can come here, we say A. Firstly, the first thing here we want to do, we want to remove the line for under this link. So we can say text decoration, we set it to none. So we can say font size, we can set it to 15 pixel. As you can see, 15 pixel is still small. Let's increase it like 25. Wow, it's too big. It's too big. Okay, so let's give it 20 pixel. Okay, stand up. So let's change. I give it a color of. We can give it a color. All right, let's look at the photo and see. All right, let's give it blue. Yes, we can say color and we say blue. Okay, as you can see. So next thing, we want a background image. So I have an image here, two images. So I'm going to use the second image. So in doing that, let's come to the style and say body, and background image URL. So photo v, and so we can say repeat. We set it to no repeat. No, we don't want the image repeated. Okay, as you can see, we have a very beautiful login form. No, we need to change the color. So in that, we come here to we come to the text view. So instead of seashell, we're gonna give it black. We want the text to show up. Okay. So guys, this is our login form. The next thing, we're gonna create the sign up form as a user clicks sign up. So what we're gonna do here is this. We just come here, create a new file called it's signup.html. Okay. So next thing, what you're gonna do is HTML first thing, and we're gonna just copy. We don't have time. We're just gonna copy the entire div. Okay, there is another way you can copy. So we just copy the entire div. It's already copied, and paste it in here. Next thing we're gonna do, so we're just gonna say here, copy. So first name, this is gonna be for first name. First name, first name. First name. So enter first name. First name. So first name. Then we say last name. Enter last name. It doesn't matter whether you use capital. So instead of first, let's say last. Let's say the last name. Last name, username, password. Okay, so first name, last name. Alright, so far that's it. So next thing, we also gonna copy the CSS. We're gonna copy the CSS. We're gonna copy the CSS. So copy the CSS. Okay. Copy the CSS. And style. And paste it here. And paste it here. And we just change sign up. So just change your class name. So sign up. Sign up. Sign up. Sign up. We have sign up here. Sign up. and we have, okay, we have sign up. So next thing we're gonna do here is we also bring the navigational bar. So we bring our nav bar. So we copy the entire thing and copy the entire thing, bring it here, and yeah, we say we break the line. Be, and we can come along with our CSS also. But before, yeah, we come along with the CSS. So we come, so the navbar CSS, it begins from here. It begins from here. And we also need the same background color. So also copy this. So copy, and stop here. Come here to sign up and paste. So we're gonna call this navbar2, 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 and we're gonna change the class name to navbar2. Okay. So go back to your index and let's connect the link. So we say signup.html. Come here. So let's click sign up. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to stretch the height of our div. That's why I see this text field and the button is overlapping. So we need to stretch the div. So come back here to sign up. Come to sign up and okay, sign up. So we're gonna give a height of, like, give it 600 pixel, and we can stretch the div a little bit. We can stretch the height, the width, sorry. So as you can see, so this is, oh, first name is supposed to come before last name. So you can come here. So first name, Ctrl X, Ctrl V, and last name. So we're gonna link the sign up back to our index. So index.html. So as you click sign up, it takes you back to our sign up page. Alright, so let's change some things. So instead of don't have an account, sign up. So yeah, it's sign in. Sign in. So we'll come back to the index. We say sign in, sign in, sign in, sign in, sign in. Okay, so you say alright, no. So we come here. So we say have an account, sign in, capital, no matter. So don't have an account, sign up. So this page you're gonna sign up. After that, redirects you to the sign in page. Okay, folks, I think this was a long journey, and we are now at the end. Last name. So it is the source code of our sign up, both the HTML and CSS, and this is the source code for our index page, and there is the outcome. We have here a beautiful navigational bar along with uh, your password, sign in, the last name, and the username, the password. So on the click of the submit button, all information gonna save to the database. And in accomplishing that, you need a script to handle that. You need a script, whether written in PHP, Node, Java. But for our tutorial, we're gonna implement uh, databases using PHP. So thanks. Uh, if you haven't yet subscribe to our channel as more tutorials gonna be given to you. Goodbye.